Hi students, we're going to continue learning basic operations with polynomials. Today we'll learn the FOIL method to multiply binomials. Go ahead and try this warm-up, which is some of the things we've been learning about in the past week. Okay, looking at number 1, your first step in number 1 should be to distribute the negative sign to everything next to it, and then combine like terms. When you do this, your final answer should be t to the third minus 5t squared plus 12t minus 8. Number 2, simplify by multiplying and distributing the 8x to everything next to it. When you do that, you get this first answer, and then writing it in descending order from highest to lowest exponent, you get this final answer. And lastly, number 3, factor the common factor. So this means we need to put this back into parentheses. It's like reverse distributing. So looking at 3d squared, we find the factors of it. For 3, we just have 1 times 3 to get 3, and there's 2 d's. And then 6d, we have 1 and 6 to get 6d, and also 2 and 3, and there's just 1 d. So let's circle what they have in common, which is a 3 and a d. So this would be the GCF. So our GCF is 3d. And reverse distributing, we can see what we need to put inside the parentheses, which in the first part is a d, since this is what's left over. And then this 2 here, this negative 2, to give you negative 6. Okay, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to simplify binomials and trinomials using the FOIL method. So FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, last, and it's a good way for us to remember how to distribute the terms when you have 2 binomials. So for example, the first terms in each set of parentheses are these x's. So we're going to distribute that first. So x times x gives you x squared. Outer are the outer terms. So that would be x and 3. So now I do this part next. X times 3 is 3x. Inner terms would be the inner terms of the parentheses, so 2 and x, which would give you 2x. And the last terms in each set of parentheses would be this 2 and this 3. So 2 times 3 gives you 6. And you just combine your like terms. So our like terms here would be 3x and 2x, which gives you 5x. And you just write the remaining pieces. Okay, let's try a couple more practice problems. In example 1, we have 2 binomials, which we need to FOIL in order to simplify. So we're going to do first, outer, inner, last. First terms, 2x times x is 2x squared. The outer terms, 2x times 4 is 8x. The inner terms, 3 times x is 3x. And the last terms, 3 times 4 is 12. Go ahead and combine your outer and inner terms. So you end up with 2x squared plus 11x plus 12 as your final answer. Now look at example 2. So in order to do this one, first we need to notice this exponent of 2 here. This means to write this twice. 4x minus 3, there are 2 of them, 4x minus 3. So we need to first write this set of parentheses twice. I've seen some students mistakenly try to distribute here. We are not allowed to distribute this exponent on the outside because this is not the same as how it's been before. This has a minus sign that separates these 2 terms here. So make sure you're writing that twice, since this is by the definition of exponents. Now we're going to FOIL. So first terms, 4x times 4x is 16x squared. Outer terms, 4x times negative 3 is negative 12 negative 12x. Inner terms, negative 3 times 4x is negative 12x. Last terms, negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Now just combine your like terms, which are negative 12x and negative 12x, so that becomes negative 24x. And you still have the plus 9 at the end, and that's your final answer. Now lastly, we're going to learn how to distribute a binomial, 2 terms, with a trinomial, 3 terms. It's really similar to what we did before with foiling. So we need to distribute each of these terms, the 3x and the negative 2, to everything in the other set of parentheses. So let's do the 3x first. We're going to distribute that to everything over here. 3x times x squared is 3x to the third. 3x times 2x is 6x squared. And 3x times 5 is 15x. Okay, now we need to take the second term, negative 2, and distribute that to everything next to it. So negative 2 times x squared is negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x. And negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. Okay, and now let's finally combine like terms. So 3x to the third, there are no other x to the third, so we can write that below. So that one is done. Now we need to combine 6x squared with negative 2x squared. So 6 minus 2 is 4. And then we write x squared. Next, we have positive 15x and negative 4x. So we have 15 minus 4, which is 11x. And last, we have this negative 10 that has nothing else to combine with, so we write it at the end there. Okay, try these problems for your own practice, and we'll check our work tomorrow.